withdraw the 2,000 rupee note from circulation. Remember, the 2,000 rupee note was introduced after demonetization on the 8th of November 2016, when 500 and 1,000 rupee notes were demonetized. It's been a short-lived journey for the 2,000 rupee note from 2016 up until 2023. Now, what does this mean? If you have 2,000 rupee notes in your home or in your wallet, you can exchange it or deposit it in your account in a bank up until the 30th of September. So for the next 4 months or so, you have time to either exchange that for a lower denomination currencies, or you can deposit it in your account in a bank. So for the next 4 months, it will continue to be legal tender. But thereafter, you cannot use it for any business transactions, to buy stuff at a shop, at a petrol station, so on and so forth. You cannot use it post the 30th of September 2022. You can still exchange it or deposit it in RBI, just like you do with soiled notes or discontinued notes. So you can go to the RBI to exchange that note even post the 30th of September 2022. Now, it's interesting to look at the journey of the 2,000 rupee note itself. When it came into being in November of 2016, the idea, the rationale of introducing the 2,000 rupee note was because 500 and 1,000 had been demonetized, and that was more than 80–85% of the currency in circulation at that time, to ease the burden on people's woes, to ease the burden of long queues outside ATMs or bank branches, people who were keen to exchange their 500 and 1,000 rupee notes. They needed a high value denomination currency, and hence the 2,000 rupee note was introduced. The RBI governor has from time to time said that the 2,000 rupee note seems to have outlived the purpose for which it was introduced, and that purpose was to mitigate some of the pain while exchanging the old 500 and 1,000 rupee notes. So one, it had outlived its value and its purpose, and two, the RBI governor has expressed concerns in the past as well that because it's a high denomination currency, people are using the 2,000 rupee note to hoard cash, and this is oftentimes unaccounted cash that does not come back into the formal banking system. Now, as per the RBI report, on the 31st of March 2023, the value of 2,000 rupee notes that were out in circulation was a little over 3.6 lakh crores. That represents just about 10% of the total value of currency in circulation. When it was introduced in 2016-17 after demonetization, the total value of 2,000 rupee notes that was in circulation at that time was over 50%. So by value terms, it was more than half at that time, at the time of introduction. At the time of its phasing out now, 7 years later, the value of the 2,000 rupee note that's in circulation is only about 10%. And it is not an immediate overnight demonetization like we saw in 2016. You have another 4 months or so to go and either exchange these notes or deposit this in your bank account. Having said that, the opposition parties are already calling this a second demonetization disaster. It will be interesting to see what the response will be outside banks and ATMs starting Monday, whether there will be a queue of people to exchange these notes or deposit it in their accounts, or will it be far more controlled, at least certainly compared to what we saw in 2016. Also, one other concern is the differential. Even at the time of demonetization, the entire gamut of 500 and 1,000 rupee notes, the value that was in circulation, did not come back. There was a significant shortfall in the amount of money that was in circulation and what actually formally came back into the banking system. That same thing could happen here as well. You may not get the entire 3.6 lakh crores of 2,000 rupee notes by value that are in circulation in the market. What comes back into the formal banking system could be substantially lower. And that shortfall, whatever that shortfall might be, will be the unaccounted cash that's used for real estate and other unaccounted transactions.